And we're back, boys. GPDL Radio, your host, OTT, week one preview, week two preview, week one recap. We are live, and it's good to be with you. Let's get right into it. And I got to get this out there. I saw a screenshot. I don't know if it was sent on the group me or in a private text, but the Nor mush is real. I mean, it couldn't be more real. Whatever this man touches loses. I mean, it's amazing. He loses his shoebox last night, which everyone knew the Raiders was to play. I think that was quite obvious based on the detailed assessment of what was going on with the money in Vegas. But throws out that Pat has the best team he's ever seen in like fantasy, basically, because again, so fixated on names. Barkley clearly is not back to where he was, and maybe never will be. I'm not going to say that, but clearly a little premature, right? Aaron Jones. Who knows what the Packers are going to be this year with the whole Rodgers drama / becoming a hippie in the offseason. Like, it's all crazy. And Pat puts up sub 100 week one. And I'm not even talking shit on Pat. It's not his fault. Nor touched his team. Pat, you got to do something. You got to go to the local church and get the blessing, the holy water. Just, take a bath in it, brother. Because you had the win. They go to overtime, so Nor could lose his other bet, and Lamar fumbles. Listen, stars align and weird shit. You're Nord right now, and you got to get Nord off your back. Moving on, his opponent this week, Chuck. Not a great week, obviously. Escapes with a victory. I feel like that's kind of the Chuck way. He always finds a way to get it done. I encourage you to not drop Zeke for this San Fran running back. It's just bad for the league. You know why? I talk about it in the chat all the time. People think I'm an asshole. It's a domino effect. People out there need a running back. Zeke had one bad game in a pass-happy – Dak threw 60 passes. Who knows what this fucking kid in San Fran's really going to do? It's Zeke. You got to give him time because then he's going to end up on someone's roster for $30 or $40, and now we got a situation on our hands. So please give it time, Chuck. You already got the W. Let's see if you can right this ship, right? Moving on, the battle of the buys. Now, listen, I know Gal's saying that Judd has like this crazy, unbelievable team. Just not true. Not accurate at all. He's like a fringe playoff team right now. I know he put up 160. I don't really give a shit. It's an average team. I think Fitzy going down really hurts Gibson a little bit. I really do. Heineke did not look very good the other day. Obviously, he might have caught lightning in a bottle in that playoff game. I'm actually shocked Washington hasn't reached out to Cam. And they're saying they're not going to, but it just seems like maybe one more bad game and we get a Cam sighting in Washington next week. But listen, he's got a good team. It's not a great team. Fuller comes back. What's that do for Waddle? I don't know. Tua can't throw the ball fucking down the field anyway. It's just a lot going on, but good for Jamar Chase. I actually wanted the kid to succeed. No one wants to see a kid fail before he even played a game, right? So overall solid. Gal, where do I begin, man? Evans stinker, right? You were right on Robbie Anderson. Kudos. Mostert went down after a play or two. So I'll give you that. But I don't even know who you start. I guess maybe Hollywood Brown is a player for you. Montgomery had a good game. Carson, not bad. I mean, I don't think you're going to put up 74 consistently, but something's got to give, brother. Something's got to give in the strategy. It's too consistent of around 100 points a week. And, what's the expression, right? If you keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, it's insanity. Well, we're seeing consistent results now for about 2 or 3 years of not good. So maybe we'd go with a different strategy. Listen, this is OTT, the radio show. I'm not telling you what to do, but something to think about. JTY, Sons of Washington, great matchup. Probably matchup of the week, to be honest with you. Waller, is the best tight end in fantasy football. I said it. I think I heard a couple others say it maybe in a chat earlier, but I couldn't agree more. 19 targets. I mean, that's fucking insane. 19 targets in the first game of the year. I mean, do the math on that, right? And I know it's not realistic, but in a 17 game schedule this year, that's 323 targets this season. Like, incredible that you get 19 targets in a game. And there's not really many other pass catchers out there. Ruggs is a deep threat. There's a couple of like that Brian kid looks pretty good, but Carr just loves the tight end. Maybe Gruden does too because he's a monster. So, Nick with that piece is great, but I'll tell you what, it looks like McLaurin's going to be a hole with Heineke. He might have some big plays here and there, but definitely not the target share that you would expect out of Fitzy. And Boyd, he's got Edmonds and Hines on the bench. Edmonds, both look consistent, but Nick's got some questionable things in the lineup. And obviously he's got Chubb and Cook, which are consistent. Dak's obviously consistent. But the big winner this week, John the Young, Hurts with an outstanding game. Robinson's a question mark. That offense looked atrocious. I watched a little bit of it just to see how Lawrence looked, and man, they did not look like a very good team. Deontay, not bad. Lockett, one of his patented 2-touchdown on 4-catch games. Can't rely on that, unfortunately. Kittle, stinker. So it's kind of a deceiving 158 by John the Young. Now that I really dissect it, I mean, McCaffrey is the man. But yeah, Johnson, 5 catches, 30 yards, touchdown. Lockett, 4 catches, 2 of them are touchdowns. Kittle, 4 catches. Devontae Smith, love it. Nice combo there. Yeah. Oh, Hunt's on the bench. Yeah, Hunt's got to be playing. What are you doing, Zach? No offense, but Hunt's got to be playing. Moving on. The GOAT and Walt. I mean, what a matchup. The GOAT has proven time and time again that he's got the golden touch. He puts up 154 with 3.6 out of his, technically, I guess I'll call him his RB1. I don't know why you played A.J. Dillon. I'm not positive behind that. But at the end of the day, I get it. You kind of had to based on your situation with Javonte Williams and Sermon being inactive. I'd expect Mike to be pretty active coming here, whether it's waivers or a potential trade partner. But I love the Gordon pickup. Huge for you because if he gives it up, he's got Javonte, right? So it's a home run. Your receivers are outstanding. Jefferson, 5 for 71. Interesting. I wonder if that would track Rusty or Jut to win the bet. I think that would be a projection of Jut winning that one. But yeah, Walt looks like a force. I mean, if he gets that production out of Mixon, my God, is his team good. Because the Tyreek Hill Mahomes combo is pretty much probably 60 minimally a week. I think last year we said Adams and Rodgers was minimally 50, if not more. I mean, last week they were 77 points of Walt's 193 came from Mahomes, Tyreek Hill. Thielen looked like the old Thielen. Taylor and Mixon looking pretty solid. Hawkinson, I mean, my God, does Jared Goff love fucking throwing to Hawkinson so far? And then, Walt's bench isn't bad. I think Rager blows personally. That little screen pass, but it is what it is. Gainwell on the bench. Walt's got some pieces. He definitely has some pieces. I expect Walt to definitely continue his force through the AFC. And then Moo Midway. I mean, dude, just a bad week. Really is. Here's how I look at it. You scored 92 points. Rodgers got you 1.3. Rodgers should be just showing up, touching green grass, 20. Adams should be same concept, 15. So you're realistically like 30 points shy of what you really should be on a week. So you add 30 to that, you scored 122. Bingo, you got your W. I think Rodgers just fucked you, and I think he'll get it right. Don't be surprised if he cuts that hipster hair soon, and maybe gets a little cleanup in the beard department and kind of looks like the Rodgers of old, because I think he's got too much of an ego to go out and look that bad. I mean, he looked terrible, really terrible. But like the bench move, I think you'll get there. Rusty, round of applause. I'll tell you right now, it ended up, costing me a point, but I have a hard time looking past projections. I really do because I'm like, what the fuck do they know that I don't know? And I really thought all week that I wanted to play Higby over Fant, and mostly because of Stafford and Sunday Night Football. I just thought it would be a cool, interesting. And Fant got 12 point something, Higby got 11 point something, so it really didn't matter in the grand scheme of things. But you motivated me to do that move because what was Gronk projected for 7, 9, and I'm like, you know what? You're right. We know I know as much as fucking Field Yates, Matt Carabell, Junt from Norristown. I mean, they're all fucking idiots, right? So you go in there, you play Gronk, and truly that's what got you the W. Because if you didn't play Gronk and you played Pitts, who got you 7, your next best option on the, and maybe you know what, maybe you would have won anyway because you might have played Jamal Williams. I don't really know, but you got the W. Congrats. Welcome back to the league. I can tell you the GPDL is a better league with Commissioner Rust in it and healthy and doing his thing and sending a sweaty, screenshot to Judd to, motivate him. I love it. So I think I covered all the teams. I'm not really sure. If I did, I forgot you. I apologize. Moving on to week 2, I'm going to give you some quick predictions, and we're going to go with it from there. Week 2, battle of the no-win teams, Moo and Goat. I got Moo by 20. I think he's got an absolutely awesome game. I think Rodgers' connection with Adams goes nuts. Detroit Monday night. I got Moo by 20. Goat going to 0-2, maybe for the first time ever. Don't really know. We can check the archives. Mark it down. Moo by 20. Over the top, Norristown Juts. It's about a 5-point swing right now. Juts at the line at 3. I got OTT by a minimum of 10 points. Take that to the bank. Shoebox at Nor. Gallywood team Walt's projected to win by about 25. I think that's going to be pretty consistent. I think Gal breaks a hundo. He probably gets in the one teen range. But Walt's just a powerhouse right now. I hope he can be able to stay healthy and manage that team. Suns versus the original Ginger G's. I got Suns big. I really do. I like Suns of Washington team. I think he's getting, knocked a little bit. If McLaurin can do anything, he's a 140 a week team. I got Suns by 20. Road Warriors and Out for Justice. It's an unsaid rivalry. They kind of respect each other, but they definitely don't want to lose to one another. I think Road Warriors is predicted to win by 10. I think Road Warriors bounces back. Since Out for Justice, they both go to 1-1 this year. I got Road Warriors by about 10. And last but not least, Silent but Deadly coming off his 96-point week versus John the Young. John the Young only projected for $127. Pat projected at 126. But what do we know? What did I touch early on in my segment? Pat's been touched by Nor. Silent but Deadly. I got John the Young by 40. Until we can wash away the North stuff with the holy water, you have 50. John the Young by 50. Take it to the bank. This is your week 2 recap or preview. Your week 1 recap. Talk to you soon.